Trait theories are a major component of personality. Traits are people's unique behaviors and conscious motives. According to trait theories, we're all a unique mix of multiple traits. Psychologists have developed a handful of assessments to determine what traits a person possesses. Personality inventories are questionnaires that cover a wide range of feelings and behaviors. They assess several traits at once. The Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory is a classic example of a personality inventory. It was originally developed to identify emotional disorders. However, it can also be used to identify people pretending to have a disorder to avoid their responsibilities. The MMPI is empirically derived and has been translated into more than 100 languages. The Big Five is one of the most widely used personality inventories. This test specifies where you are on the 5 dimensions: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Openness refers to how creative, imaginative, down-to-earth, or pragmatic someone is. Those who score high on this tend to be creative and receptive to change. Those who score low are more down-to-earth and rational. Conscientiousness focuses on whether we approach life from an organized approach or if we revel more in spontaneity. Those who score high are organized and consistent, and those who score low are carefree and bold. I'm sure I don't have to define extroversion for you. This refers to how much someone enjoys the company of others and experiences positive emotions. Those who score high are talkative and energetic, and those who score low are reserved and more serious. Agreeableness refers to maintaining positive social relations and cooperation. Those who score high are trusting, ready to compromise, and compassionate. Those who score low are assertive and skeptical. Lastly, we have neuroticism. This is a tendency to experience mood swings and negative emotions. Those who score high are anxious and impulsive. Those who score low are emotionally stable and calm. You can remember these 5 traits with the acronym CANOE or OCEAN. These 5 traits have been found to say a lot about your personality. Across 56 nations and 29 languages, people describe others in terms roughly consistent with these traits. Research on the Big Five has uncovered some interesting information about these traits. For instance, it's been found that these traits are generally stable over the course of our life. However, most of us do experience some maturation in traits. After our teen years, we become more conscientious and agreeable and less neurotic. Research has also shown that the ratings our family and friends give of our Big Five traits resemble the ratings we give ourselves. Interestingly, our brain reflects our personality traits. For example, those who score high on conscientiousness tend to have a larger frontal lobe area that aids in planning and controlling behavior. People high in neuroticism, so emotional instability, have brains that are wired to experience stress intensely. Research has failed to show that there is any association between birth order and personality. So no, the oldest isn't always the most conscientious, and the youngest isn't always the most neurotic. But these traits do describe personality in various cultures reasonably well. Probably most interesting is that these personality traits can predict life outcomes and behaviors. Conscientiousness and agreeableness predict workplace success. Agreeable people also tend to be helpful, law-abiding, and unprejudiced. One of the biggest issues with trait theories when it comes to explaining our behavior is that sometimes our traits change depending on the situation. How we act during a job interview isn't the same way we would act at a bachelor party. Traits don't fully predict our behavior, or at least not all the time. We also need to account for the situation. This person versus situation debate is a huge controversy. Our personality traits may be stable, but the consistency of our specific behaviors from one situation to the next is another matter. However, our average outgoingness, happiness, or carelessness over many situations is predictable.